Okay, hi Year 11. Hey, just something I noticed with going through some of your drafts is that on the finance section, some of you may be having a bit of difficulty with the sort of the projected sales and the revenue and the costs and the profit and loss and all these things linking in. Now, these things are very, very closely linked, and really they're quite easy to put together, and with a bit of calculation. They're quite easy to show. From the sales forecast, you've got an idea of revenue and costs, and these all come from a couple of key figures. All right. So I thought what I'll do is I'll put them into a bit of a template, and I thought I'd explain this, how this template works, and I'll flip this out to you. Now, if you want to use it, then that's great. If you're quite comfortable with what you've got already, then that's absolutely fine. If you want to use it and adapt it, then that's absolutely fine as well. But this is just going to be for you. So let me just explain. So in this document, when we open it up, there's two key figures that need to go in. Okay, first and foremost is the price that you are charging for your product. So if that is your bar of soap or it's your hand sanitizer or whatever it is, how much does it cost someone to buy it? So for argument's sake, let's just say the product costs $10. So you just put in 10, okay? Just put in 10. And then what you've also got to work out is how much does it cost to make that one unit. Okay, so for example, if to make our product it costs $10, imagine that it's going to actually make it cost us to make it. It will cost us $6. Okay, so put the 6 in there. Now it's quite important that you work out this bit here. Can be a little bit tricky to work out. So if you are making a batch of things such as soap or hand sanitizer, presumably you're going to purchase lots of things in bulk. Then you've got to divide it up. So you've got to work out exactly how much it costs to make one of these things. That can be a little bit tricky, all right? So if you've got any questions there, come and ask me. However, okay, if we've got these figures, the price and the cost, okay? The next thing we need to work out is the sales forecast. Now, I did a video not so long ago about how we work this one out, and hopefully we should come up with different scenarios of a good scenario, medium, and then maybe one where we don't do so well. So for argument's sake, let's just say in our high scenario, we thought we were going to sell 45, okay? In our medium, we were going to sell 25. In our low, we were going to sell 10. Boom. Right, okay, now what you've probably noticed is that when I punched in these numbers here, all of these things changed because I have formulated all of these things. As you can see, these formulas rather, okay, which means it's worked out very quickly by using this sales is multiplied by price, okay, and in doing that, it's given our revenue, okay, so it's 45 by 10, 50, 25 by 10, 250, 10 by 10, 100, okay, so that says this is the amount of money that we are going to be earning, it's the amount of revenue, okay. Now we've got to also compare that against how much does it cost us to sell, okay, so what are our costs, and by doing that we've formulated it again, so this time we're doing the amount of sales multiplied by the price, sorry, by the cost of each unit, okay, and the high, medium and the low. So we're here, if we're doing well, we do 45 sales, we've got $450 coming in, but 270 of that has to be paid in our costs. So what we're left over, okay, and this works out for ourselves, is the difference between the two, and therefore we've got $180. So that says it's $180 profit on that night if this is the scenario and we sell 45, okay? So by looking across, we can also see what happens here at 25 and what happens here at 10 as well. So what we can see here is that all these scenarios, we are starting to make a profit because they're all in positive figures, okay? So that shows our revenue, our costs, and therefore a bit of a forecast. Now, what we're also asked to do is a projected income statement, okay? Now, all we need to do here is we don't need to put anything because the revenue has been taken directly from here, okay? And also, okay, what we can find, okay, is all our costs. If we add all our costs up, okay, it might be a little bit different to what we've got here because these costs here only are the costs to make the product. maybe there might be a hidden cost that doesn't include making the product. For example, I know we charge you guys a store fee, okay, which I think is, say, $10. I can't remember how much it is, but so we say $10, okay, so we can put that in there, okay. But there might be other things, okay, so just for argument's sake, I'm going to put these figures in. They're not necessarily accurate, but let's just say that overall we paid I don't know, $150 for materials, and we paid $75 for our paint, okay. So here we can work out total costs, okay, are going to be 235, okay, 235. This is completely different. Don't get it confused with this one. This is this is different, okay. So if anything, this one's probably a little bit more accurate. So 235 in here. So if you think in all these scenarios, what we can see, okay, is it's going to be the same. So this is what we bought in total. This is what we've actually paid out on. Okay, so if we work out our total cost, therefore, okay, so we've got our revenue here, take away our total costs, and therefore we've got our gross profit there. Okay, so we can see that is going to be much different to that one. Okay, which is going to be, and this one we're going to be making a loss. So what we can see here is that also it calculates our tax. Now, obviously that figure there is incorrect because we made a loss. We don't pay any tax on it. So that therefore leaves us with, in fact, we take that out. Okay, we can therefore see that is the amount of money left over. Okay, guys, so that's a very rough way of looking at it, okay, but particularly this box up here is very easy just to calculate all our sales, our revenue, or not our sales, but our revenue and our costs, and then come up with a bit of a profit or loss figure, just basically based on the evening, okay, whereas down here, it's a similar sort of idea, but this time it's not necessarily just based on the evening, it might be including other costs as well, so these might be slightly different to what's up here, okay? In this instance, it definitely is, okay, because I'm just using random figures. However, okay, so that is for you to use. Please use it if you wish to. If you don't want to use it, then don't use it. If you want to adapt it, then that's absolutely fine. But this will cover all of those areas, okay? I would say you get this completed properly, you're looking at definitely strong achieved. If you start explaining where we are and explaining some of these figures, that's going to take you up to merit and possibly even excellence. Oh, and the last thing I didn't mention, down the bottom here, it also gives us a calculation of our break-even figure based on total cost divided by our price. Okay, so in this fictional scenario, we can say break-even figure is 4.7, but you can't have 0.7 of a product, so basically our break-even point is going to be 5. Okay, year 11. Anyway, I hope that helps. I'll put that up on Teams. And contact me if you've got any queries. Thank you.